Are dog training collars safe? So, depending on the trainer you ask, you're going to get a lot of answers. But I'm going to say yes. And I would even say the pinch collar and the e-collar are probably one of the safest training tools out there. So, the pinch collar or the prong collar, it's the one with all the little spikes on it to go around the neck. It looks scary. It looks like some BDSM stuff, but the way it's designed is safer than your dog actually pulling and choking itself on your flat collars. Okay, the flat collar being the one that pretty much everybody has. So it's designed so that the pokey things they distribute the pressure around the entire neck instead of isolating it to one spot when they pull. So they pull typically on your flat collar. Let me get my beard out of the way. Flat collar just at one spot, but the prong collar does all around. So it just changes the amount of pressure or the pokey sensation. So when I've explained this in the past, I've compared it to those crazy people that like lay on the bed of nails. The reason they're able to do that and lay on a big bed of nails is because the amount of nails. So there's a lot of pressure points in a generally small area. So it doesn't allow the nails to go through their skin and puncture them because of the amount of nails there. Same with the prong collars. There's just so many so close, it's not gonna like stab them. Okay, it would take a lot of pressure, or the dog wearing it for a very long time, and literally their necks grow around it. I've seen it. It's terrible. Anyways, that's another video. So it might be uncomfortable when they pull on it, and then all these pokey things just start poking them in the neck, and tighter the harder they pull. But that's kind of the point of it. We want it uncomfortable when they're doing something we don't want them to do, comfortable when they're doing the right thing. So then we talk about the e-collar. So the pressure from the e-collar, I can get into how the e-collar works, but the sensation on their neck, we use it at certain levels where it's not blasting them. But even if you do have to blast your dog, which again, sometimes it's necessary, that is going to be much safer than your dog sprinting into the middle of the road and getting ran over by a semi or ran over by the pickup truck flying through your neighborhood. If your dog's off leash, we've trained them, they understand what the e-collar is, blah, 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 blah. Your dog's truly okay being off leash, and they decide to chase that deer, you have a communication tool. Even if it is turned up a little bit high and it's uncomfortable, it's enough for them to go, oh yeah, that's not good. But we're doing it out of love. We're doing it out of their safety. Tater. Like Tater, he just creeped out of my backyard. Guys, yeah, buddy. Don't knock over my camera. So having the e-collar as a just in case is much better than them running out to the road and getting hit, or even like chasing off into the woods to chase a deer or whatever, or God forbid a bear and get into a fight and get mauled by a bear. Even the deer are pretty ruthless around here. So using these tools, even if you have to do them a little bit harder than what we want, is going to be much better than the alternative. Okay, the alternative is death. Whether you don't get their behavior under control and you send them back to the shelter, or send them to the shelter, they get euthanized, or they get hit by a car, or they get into a fight with a grizzly bear, black bear, whatever bears are here in Missouri. The alternative is much safer than death.